Sit down, right there, don't go nowhere, little baby gon' shake that, 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 shit, yeah, I like that, bring that, right here, sit down, right there, don't go. Welcome back, we back with another reaction video. Today we are reacting to another Stay Awake crime and psychology video. Evil couple sends flirty messages right before a killing spree. What the, what Bonnie and Clyde, y'all niggas is weird. Like, damn, freaky frog killers is crazy. The freaky frog couple. All right, let's get it.
Stab holes through the wall.
Any?
Like 50 of them. When he sees this, I'm a target. When he sees this, he's going to come after me. That's what I want. I want to end it.
Do not, I repeat, do not attempt to contact or engage with Mr. Boyette. This gentleman is a killer. He's shown that proclivity time and time again.
They have stayed mobile.
I like that word, proclivity.
That they have eluded their capture.
He may use violence again to carjack a vehicle.
When he sees this, he's going to come after me. That's what I want. I want to end it.
I want to up it. That's what he's saying.
On January 31st, 2017, at exactly 7:31 a.m., an employee at the Emerald Sands Inn in Milton, Florida, heard several gunshots coming from one of their rooms. They immediately dialed 911.
Sheriff's Office, emergency.
It's Emerald Sands. My manager said to call you. I had a desk call me and tell me that they heard multiple gunshots coming from a room. So I grabbed my key and I went down there and I knocked 3 different times like I was supposed to. And all I did was put the key in the door, open the door, and I see her laying halfway in the bathroom, him laying in the bed, and everything's covered in blood. One's in the bed and one's on the floor.
How many gunshots did you hear?
They said 5 to 7.
Did they look dead to you?
Yes, ma'am.
They look dead. Both of them.
Officers were immediately dispatched to the scene. Inside room 107, they found 2 female bodies lying motionless, one on the floor and one on the bed. Both had suffered gunshot wounds to the head. Copious amounts of blood stained the carpet and bed sheets, and scattered around the room were several .38 caliber shell casings.
38? God damn, that bitch is big, bruh.
The 2 women were identified as 31-year-old mother of 3, Alicia Greer, and 38-year-old Jacqueline Moore. Those who were staying at the Emerald Sands Inn were questioned by police about the incident. Just before gunshots were heard, a man driving a black Ford Edge SUV had been seen exiting his vehicle and entering the victim's room. This man was 44-year-old Billy Boyette Jr. Billy has an extensive criminal history, which includes drug trafficking, battery, resisting arrest, and many other charges. He had recently been released from prison, but there was a pending warrant for his arrest. It turns out that Billy Boyette was Alicia's abusive boyfriend, and had assaulted Alicia after accusing her of stealing his drugs and money. She was hospitalized due to her injuries, and 10 days before her murder, she filed multiple charges against Billy. Fearing for her life, she initially hid at her mother's house before seeking refuge at the Emerald Sands Inn with her friend Jacqueline. With this new information, police had their first suspect, and a search for Billy Boyette began.
Deputies are looking for William Boyette Jr., a person of interest in the case. He's considered armed and dangerous.
2 days later, on February 2nd, 2017, police received a tip that a black Ford Edge SUV was spotted at a Walmart in Crestview, Florida, 30 miles from the Emerald Sands Inn. Police quickly gained access to the parking lot surveillance footage. A passenger is seen exiting the vehicle and entering the Walmart. Inside the store, the passenger was recorded pacing the aisles before eventually purchasing some camping supplies and over 100 rounds of .38 caliber ammunition.
Damn.
Detectives were able to identify this person as 37-year-old Mary Rice, who was reported missing just days earlier. Mary then exits the Walmart and re-enters the SUV. Concerned that she could be Billy's next victim, the police pressed on with their search. The next day, on February 3rd, 2017, the detectives were called to another crime scene just over state lines in Lillian, Alabama. While returning home from her night shift at 7:15 a.m., 52-year-old Peggy Brose had been shot in the face right in her front yard.
Bro, what the
bullet shown
fuck?
at the scene indicated that she had been shot with a .38 caliber firearm, the same caliber used in the shooting of Alicia and Jacqueline. Her keys and vehicle, a white Chrysler Concorde, were missing. According to witnesses, they saw a man fleeing the scene in Peggy's car, directly followed by a woman driving a black SUV. Police later discovered surveillance footage of these vehicles driving away from Peggy's residence. If Mary was the one driving the SUV, why would she keep following Billy? investigators now wondered if Mary was an accomplice. Authorities ramped up their search efforts by coordinating a massive multi-state manhunt involving law enforcement agencies from Florida, Alabama, and Georgia. This seemed to pay off as the black SUV was quickly located in a grocery store parking lot back in Florida. The police obtained footage from this parking lot's surveillance camera, and the two vehicles can be seen pulling in shortly after Peggy's death.
Man, what the
Billy
hell?
exits the white Chrysler, and Mary exits the black SUV. The two then transfer items from the SUV to the Chrysler
And switch
before
Vs?
driving off, heading east into Pensacola, Florida. With a murder spree unfolding,
Oh, they
and
left that
Billy
on.
still at large, authorities decided to speak to the media to warn the public.
Practice some common sense. When you go to work, when you come home, make sure a friend or family member knows where you are, what your expected time of arrival is. Again, these may seem like measures in the extreme, but we're dealing with an extreme situation here.
The Escambia County Sheriff's Office
Facts.
offered a reward of $21,000 for any information leading to the arrest of Billy Boyette, and made it clear that he was armed and extremely dangerous. As the search continued, investigators wondered how Billy and Mary were connected. While Billy was staying in
Facebook.
the same prison as Mary's brother, the two crossed paths during a visitation. They quickly became pen pals and continued communicating following his release in 2016. The police obtained a search warrant for Mary's cell phone records and discovered messages between the two the day before Alicia and Jacqueline were killed. At 8:43 a.m., Mary said, "I don't want to have to take a whole bunch of people's lives." 13 hours later, at 9:47 p.m., Billy responded, saying, "Mary, I'm taking care of some things I had to be taken care of. Sorry to alarm, but that's what I do." After discovering these messages, Mary officially became a suspect as an accomplice in the murders. On February 4th, 2017, a man contacted the authorities to report Peggy's white Chrysler abandoned in a field in Florida.
I found
Y'all not burning the vehicles?
to the murder from
They
yesterday.
probably found another vehicle.
Just abandoned.
I don't know. Trees are covering the whole car except for the back side and the tag. I got close enough to see the tag, and that's it.
The vehicle was
Smart.
found in a hunting area, so there were cameras mounted on several nearby trees. Luckily, these cameras captured photos of Billy and Mary walking through the woods.
Are y'all dumb? There's cameras everywhere. That's why I was like, nigga, committing crimes is. I don't know, bro.
Billy led the way with a gun in his hand.
Oh,
while
hell.
Mary followed holding a white jug and several bags. But despite authorities consistently being right on their tails, Billy and Mary were always one step ahead. Over the next 2 days, the suspects were spotted at several locations where they bought food, drinks, more ammunition, and other miscellaneous items. But they were always gone by the time authorities showed up.
What did they
During
need more
this
ammo
time,
for?
Billy's brother, Brian DeWolf, spoke with the media about his brother's past.
We had the St. Bernards, and we raised them, and one of them
Dogs.
kind of sidestepped into him, knocked him down. Now he's 4 years old, picked up a ball-peen hammer and knocks the dog out. Blamed my mother for not coming up with $25,000 for his legal expenses so he wouldn't have to go to jail. Everything is always somebody else's fault. Somebody made him do it.
Right.
He's never admitted to doing nothing wrong. I couldn't believe the last time he stabbed up the girl, and I figured he's gone. You know, the federal judge said, "I'll see you in here again. You're gone for the rest of your life." But they couldn't get her because she was a criminal, and so they couldn't prosecute him. Even though they had the police there, the crime scene photos of blood everywhere at my parents' house. Stab holes through the wall, like 50 of them. This man, when he sees this, I'm a target. When he sees this, he's going to come after me. And that's what I want. I want to end it.
Soon after, on February 6th, 2017,
This nigga brother might be the Punisher. What the fuck? Next, I'm gonna end it. Like, damn. He said, "You pull up, I'm blowing."
at around 6:45 a.m., authorities received a call about another possible victim of Billy's.
Not your brother.
This time in Beulah, Florida.
Do you know what happened to her?
Oh, her.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay, so
not
she's
okay,
been
but-
hurt and her vehicle is also missing? Yes.
The voice you just heard in this call belongs to the sister of 28-year-old Kayla Crocker. Kayla didn't show up to work that morning, and with the murder spree all over the news, her mother and sister decided to check up on her.
Facts.
Inside Kayla's bedroom, her 2-year-old son was unharmed in his crib. Next to the crib was Kayla, bound with white rope and a gunshot wound to the head. The bullets collected at the scene once again indicated that a .38 caliber firearm was used. Also, Kayla's white 2006 Chevrolet Cobalt had
Stolen.
been stolen. According to her neighbors, two people who looked like Billy and Mary had shown up at her house, leaving shortly after with the vehicle. Kayla clung to life for over 24 hours, but she ultimately succumbed to her injuries. 4 victims
Rest in
in
peace.
just 6 days. Authorities were desperate to apprehend Billy and Mary.
Man, rest in peace to all the victims. Condolences to their family. They gotta catch this nigga, bro. They got to, bro. This is crazy.
Of more victims.
Do not, I repeat, do not attempt to contact or engage with Mr. Boyette.
On God.
This gentleman has gone far and above, what we normally deem as incorrigible. This gentleman is a killer. He's shown that proclivity time and time again.
He is armed and very dangerous. He may use violence again to carjack a vehicle.
What we are experiencing is a running nightmare, quite honest. And in short, we have a killer, and he is in our midst, has been in our midst, and everyone, and I mean everyone, should be aware of this, should be aware of what they look like, how they've been traveling, and take the appropriate measures.
He's made this statement to many, many people that he will not be taken alive. So we ask, please, for your assistance.
Shortly after this conference, investigators received several tips about Billy and Mary's whereabouts. The pair stopped at a gas station near Kayla's house in Beulah and were later spotted in a Hardee's drive-thru in Crestview. 4 hours later, Mary was spotted at a Dollar General in Pensacola. The pair stopped at a gas station near Kayla's house in Beulah and were later spotted.
These niggas getting food and drive-thrus on some casual shit. Bruh, there's no way. I'm talking about no way. But then again, bruh, if you got to put yourself in the shoes of a random, a random person that's in this situation. Like, nigga, I'm literally, I don't probably watch the news. I came into work, nigga. I might have heard about that shit on IG or something. They probably did put pictures up. So some of these niggas is like just lacking. But nigga, if I'm not on the internet and all that, and I'm not watching TV actively, nigga, I just came to work. So I don't know what's going on, actually.
Spotted in a Hardee's drive-thru in Crestview. 4 hours later, Mary was spotted at a Dollar General in Pensacola, Florida. However, no matter how many times they were caught on camera, this Bonnie and Clyde-like duo kept moving and successfully outran the law. That was until February 7th,
I'm not running out of gas.
At around 2:30 p.m., when somebody called the authorities to report Kayla's stolen vehicle parked at the West Point Motel in Georgia, over 300 miles away from where it was last spotted.
Damn,
when law enforcement arrived at the motel, they quickly evacuated all other occupants and set up a perimeter around the building. The Georgia State Patrol SWAT team, the Troop
they not playing with your ass. I don't know what y'all thought this was.
Service were all on the scene. After a tense 3.5 hours of trying to convince Billy and Mary to surrender, Mary eventually gave in. She exited the motel room and was quickly escorted to a police cruiser. Shortly after, officers forcefully entered the room, only to discover Billy Boyette dead from a gunshot wound. Police gathered all evidence from the room, including blood samples, a .38 caliber firearm, several drugs, and an assault rifle.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. Billy, you's a fucking quitter. Like, bro, hey, nigga, take your L, nigga. Go back to prison, nigga. You was a quitter. Whole ass.
According to the motel staff, Mary, disguised as Kayla Crocker, used her identification and credit card to check in to the motel. But after 8 days on the run, she was finally captured and taken to a local detention facility.
The manhunt for a triple murder suspect and
Don't
his
ever do that edit
accomplice
again.
is over.
Billy Boyette is dead. Mary Rice is in custody. She was checked out by EMS, no apparent injuries.
While in custody, she made allegations against Billy Boyette, claiming that he had held her against her will and assaulted her.
Please.
Yeah, man. He beat me up, man. He beat down me like almost every day.
The day after her arrest, Mary was brought into the
I'm not going.
questioning. Keep in mind, Mary is unaware that the detectives have followed her movements using video surveillance.
Like, what are you talking about?
I didn't know what to do. I'm there in my house by myself, you know. So I let him in, and he came in, and he had blood on the side of his head, and he was like freaking out, pacing the floors, and he had a gun.
Pay attention to her behavior, y'all.
Got this gun in my face.
Identify liars, y'all.
We're getting into it
Sands Inn. Did that happen before he picked you up?
Yes. Yes. To my knowledge.
All right, where did you go from there?
Maybe go into a small.
Did he stay out in the car?
No. He was in Walmart. Okay. He was watching me, and I know he could see me in the store. He had somebody with him. They had a gun on me, they're in the bag. I didn't even get a good glimpse of who they were or anything.
Okay.
I had to get in the car and drive. They kind of gun to my side.
Where did this other guy you're talking about, where did he come from?
I don't know, and I've never seen him after.
According to Mary, Billy threatened to kill her and her
Come on,
children if
folks.
she called for help.
This
Her
is
side of
crazy.
the story made her a victim rather than an accomplice, but the detectives weren't buying it.
Is there anything else that you want to change or alter from what you've told us?
When we got the black one, the other person stayed with it.
Mary, listen to me.
Whoa, I just missed something. My bad.
Alter from what you've told us.
When we got the black one, the other person stayed with it.
Mary, listen
There was nobody in that vehicle. Are you dumb?
If I were to tell you that
We got all of that on cam.
numerous people saw you and Billy following the person in the white car to her home, where the white car was taken, you were with them because you guys were seen together, okay? There wasn't a third person there. It was just you and Billy, right?
Right.
Okay. Why did you tell me that?
Because I'm scared.
Well, I understand you're scared. The truth makes more sense than the story at this point. You know what I mean?
That's the truth.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. Well, thank
And
you.
that's the only thing I embellished on.
Okay.
Hmm?
Thank you for being honest.
I'm scared.
I know you are.
After calling out a crack in Mary's story, they continued to apply pressure by asking her about the murders, starting with Peggy.
So, Mary, just look at me and let's be honest with each other. Right?
What if she shot Peggy?
Oh,
She probably did, gang.
Okay. What do you remember about that?
gunshot.
You heard a gunshot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Told him fall and gasped it.
Which car were you driving?
I had to drive the black one. He was in a white one.
The white car was leading. She lied. That nigga was in the black one when they jumped out. Remember? He was in the black one. She was in the white vehicle. Then they get the stuff out of the black vehicle, put it in the white vehicle. Also, the white vehicle was ahead of the black vehicle in the footage, if I'm not mistaken. So, huh? Like, you could have easily drove away. What's he gonna do? Shoot you while he's driving the black vehicle?
And you followed him, and that's when you pulled into a parking lot, you said?
At first, he had me grab some stuff and throw it in there. That's when he hit me. And then
Didn't see that on cam.
Never mind, he grabs me and puts me in the white car.
You really got in that car.
You'd have ice belly, and then you'd have like Jekyll and Hyde. For real.
Notice how Mary tells the detectives that everything she did was Billy's idea.
Told him fall and gasped it. I had to drive the black one, but he had me grab some stuff.
She inserts this type of language into every one of her actions,
Of course.
offloading all responsibility onto Billy.
Understand, these questions we're asking, we pretty much have the answers to them, and we have evidence to back up a lot of the answers we already know about. We just want you to be honest. There's surveillance of both you guys, Billy getting out of the white car and unloading stuff out of the black car. You getting out of the black car and helping to move stuff from the black car to the white car as well, and then you both get in the white car and leave.
Is my memory cooked?
Mary's facade was beginning to crumble, so they intensified their questioning, focusing on the other victims.
I want you to concentrate on that time that you guys got the last car.
I heard a woman. I was not in there. I swear to God, I wasn't in there. I wasn't looking.
Witnesses seen you go into the house, God. Like, what is she talking about? God, what is she speaking of?
We just want the truth from you. That's all we're looking to get from you. Okay?
At one point, I actually went inside the house.
Okay. I'm glad that you said that.
Initially, you went inside the house, stupid.
She was mouthy with him. He says, pick up that rope and give it to me. He tied her up, and I just did the bow in the back of, tied a little bow, to where she could get out.
Now, when Billy tied her up, or when you guys tied her up, because you helped tie her up, you said you tied the bow in the back, even though she could get it out if she wanted to.
Yes.
Okay. Was the guns loaded
Assumption.
at that particular time?
Yes, he always kept them loaded.
He did.
I wasn't in the house after that. He made me leave. I went outside and I threw my stuff in the car, and before I could turn around, I hear.
Oh, she don't want none of these bodies on her record. Like, she's bugging. She's getting all of them.
She shouldn't backtalk me. She was going to call the cop. I couldn't trust her.
After several hours of vigorous questioning, Mary became overwhelmed with emotion.
He's a monster. He's serious about everything he says.
Says he's dead. Said.
If I didn't do what he said, only by God's grace am I sitting here today.
I ain't gonna lie. If I know a nigga about to do some crazy shit, I'm talking about multiple. He caught a spree. It was a spree of bodies dropping. Gang, if I known this was gonna be the outcome, I would have let that nigga kill me. What? You gonna help me or what? Ain't no or. Do it. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Sorry. I will gladly sacrifice myself for the greater good. Nigga, y'all tripping right now. Like, I guess you're gonna have to take me out the game, bro, because I'm not about to help you take all of these people away from their families, away from the earth. Like, you're bugging, gang.
Detectives believed that they had gathered enough information and concluded the interview.
Thank you for cooperating.
Following this interview, Mary faced multiple charges, including accessory after the fact for the murders of Alicia Greer and Jacqueline.
Nigga, before.
Capital murder for
When?
and first-degree
During.
murder for Kayla.
As of.
While in custody awaiting trial, Mary continued to profess her innocence. On September 28, 2018, her trial began. The defense portrayed her as a threatened woman forced to comply with Billy Boyd's
The defense.
demands.
Let
They
me go.
highlighted her upstanding character and called several witnesses to testify to it, including her brother, Joseph.
She'd always have a friend of hers over that needed a place to stay, or if they were on hard times, they'd crash or whatever. And she was always helping somebody out.
However, the prosecution
I'm not going.
showcased their collection of video evidence, which seemed to indicate Mary's willing participation in...
Gang, look at the freedom, gang. At any time, I'd be like, nigga, it's a... Bro, I'm pulling up innocent. It's a... Like, bro. I'm exposing everything that's going on within the 30 seconds that I done got in here, bro. You don't see no erratic behavior from Shorty at all. Somebody call the police, please. Like, she tripping.
The killing spree. They also focused on the nature of Mary and Billy's relationship, highlighting a plethora of romantic letters and sexual messages exchanged by the two.
Happy Thanksgiving, beautiful. I'm single, by the way. What's up? Can you handle a little pressure? I'm talking about taking this. That's the pressure. Mary Rice replies, haha, I do need some. Maybe that's why I am ready to kill everyone.
Huh?
They told the jury that this evidence proved Mary was not in any apparent danger with Billy Boyette. The prosecution's evidence proved to be sufficient for a conviction, and Mary Rice was found guilty.
Get her.
We, the jury, find the defendant,
Come here.
Mary Rice, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment.
Mary was handed down a life sentence without parole for the first-degree murder of Kayla Crocker. She also...
Yeah, man. Oh, look. Yeah, man. I know it's charge time. Yeah, it's charge time. Yeah, bro, but the life is the most important thing. Get this bitch out of here.
Received an additional 30 years for being an accessory to the first-degree murders of Alicia Greer and Jacqueline Moore. Mary is currently serving her life sentence at the Lowell Correctional Institution. However, the story doesn't end there.
However, nigga.
Mary Rice has not yet faced trial for the murder of Peggy Brose.
Huh?
The Baldwin County District Attorney's Office plans to prosecute her separately in Alabama.
She will still be tried in Baldwin County for the murder of Peggy Brose. The big question is,
When? Now, according to the information that the
When?
DA's office got from Florida, Mary Rice would have to serve 80% of her life sentence or 30 years before she could be extradited back to Alabama.
Damn.
It could be decades before Mary Rice ever sees an Alabama courtroom.
That's actually insane. I mean, she got life though. Granted, it's not for Mary. Mary, right? No, it's not Mary. Damn it! What was the old lady's name? Granted, it's not for the lady in Alabama who she took off the map or helped take off the map. However you wanna say it, but I mean, she still got convicted. Like, justice was served. I mean, not to the main culprit of the shit, but justice was served. Like I said before, Billy, you's a quitter. You're a quitter. You had this elaborate ass, hoe ass plan. You should have followed through. You quit. Take your punishment like a man. Shouldn't have did this in the first place, but since you did it, nigga, come here. Running ass. That's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Share your thoughts on the video in the comment section below. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I drop videos on this channel. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Stay safe, y'all.
Everything I'm seeing, I achieve it, bitch, you best. Everything I'm seeing, I achieve it, bitch, you best. Everything I'm seeing, I achieved it, bitch, you best believe it. It has been my Nintendo switch it, though, kick it with my kinfolk. Haters just be talking, so I really do not need their info. Yeah, their info. Yeah.